Okay, so you started off as an editor, and you did a lot of episodes of Arrow. How did the editing process lead you to directing?
It led me directly to directing. I was always a armchair director for 15 years, sitting in the editor suite. I would always, when the directors came in, I would always be like, why didn't you get this shot? Why didn't you go wide? That should be in slow-mo. Like, I didn't know what I didn't know at that point. And so I was constantly quizzing them on like shots that I thought were missing. And then you find out on the other side that there's a reason. They ran out of time. They didn't have the budget, whatever. But I was constantly asking and quizzing how they got these shots. So they would have these amazing shots that I would just like, honestly, I'd slow it down. I'd look at it from the two angles and I still couldn't figure out how they get it. And they would always be proud to like show me the BTS of the shots they got. And so I was always quizzing directors when I was there. And so there was a long interview process to the point where I was working with Greg Berlanti, and he was talking about female directors, and he was like, I would love to have female directors that I know and trust, and I think you would be a good one to do. And so I was like, oh, is this a conversation we're having right now? So he offered me an episode of Arrow, and that was how I kind of made the jump from editing to directing.
So then you think, editing is a good place to train, you think? It's almost its own film school.
I think it's fantastic. It's helped me so many times when I'm on the set, because I know exactly the shots I need. The scene is already cut in my head before I show up on the stage. From the script, I've already pictured all of the shots I'm getting and how they're cut together and everything. So once I get there, again, you may not be able to get that shot of them coming out of the explosion or whatever because you've run out of time, but you know what you need to get all those pieces in to make the story.
So then, Canary. Got to talk a little Canary. One of Ed's favorite episodes.
Yes, thank you.
What was the process? What did you love most about it when you first read the script?
I loved all the women. It was so fun. All of those ladies were just so game to play and just like show up every day and just like keep pushing it and keep doing it. Katie Lutz had just like fantastic idea. In the script, she was kind of taken down a couple times, and she came to me and she said, "Can I just kick some ass here? Like, can I just go for it?" And I was like, "Well, why not? Yes, of course." So we like re-choreographed a whole thing, kind of on the spot, and to make it more umph. But the producers were always willing to be like, "Oh yeah, let's do that." It was kind of a yes and situation, and those ladies were so fun to play with.